Okay, you got number one. I listened back to it at half speed to make sure it went okay, and it did. So very good. Um, this one, it went well for the most part. At the end, you had it correct. I did take a note there. Like at 170, there was one spot where economy picking crept in, but then after a little while, it went away. So I don't know if you became aware of it or if it just fixed itself, because or what happened there. But yeah, so the slow speeds start off pretty good, but every now and then I would notice like a couple downstrokes or a couple upstrokes in a row. I think it's mostly downstrokes. But then after around like 90 up to the 170, pretty solid on picking direction. And then it's only happened for like the first two bars. What I saw is you picked it like this. You went down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that was it. It was just like those first two bars. And then it was fine. So one thing I'm going to recommend is changing the fingering you're using for this kind of thing. So even though we're on the tiny frets, obviously you can use those fingers because it's less of a stretch. But my way of thinking on this is, well, trying not to think when you're doing this stuff. So like if you're to play that pattern of a whole step, half step, like every time when possible, you want to replicate it like that. So like if you're to play down here, I guess the question is, would you actually use these three fingers? Or would you use these three? So no matter if you're on the lower frets or the tiny frets, I do feel it's best you keep using the same fingers for the same pattern no matter where on the fretboard. Again, when possible. So I do feel like it decreases the thinking that needs to be done and increases the chances of going faster and under control. So with the new stuff, and I just wanted to point that thing out to you where like the economy picking crept in, but then again it went away. Like little after 200, things seem to get corrected. So you definitely can do it. That's good. But I just want you to be aware that every now and then a little thing would happen. So with the new number one here, this idea of using the same set of fingers is kind of being worked on here. So starting off down here where the stretch is bigger, got the first, third, and fourth fingers. And then we go up to the 7th fret and we use the first, second, and fourth, which you did use up here. Then we played that. And then we changed keys. So we basically went from the key of E minor to G minor, and then it's the same pattern. Finish it off with that E because I think it sounds neat. And it's kind of a fun one to get going. All right, let's work it up. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. .240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, number 2. So this is to kind of work on a similar thing with the specific set of fingers, but also to really push the alternate picking. So I know you said some of that stuff your natural tendency would be doing like 2 upstrokes on the descending thing. So we're doing what I like to call the 4-note coils. You're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll hit that note as a bit of a break for the half note there. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the pick's having to weave in and out there. So this might be one you may want to break it down into pieces. Like work on the first 2 bars by itself, and then work on the second 2 bars by itself, and so on. It's like maybe the first day, just do that. Like spend like maybe up to 5 minutes on each of the 2 bars. So like maybe up to 5 minutes just on that, and then 5 minutes on that, 5 minutes on that. It can be less minutes as well. Like especially if you want to hit that 15-minute mark, maybe it's like 3 or 4 minutes per chunk. Anyway, because I mean it's so short, you'll be able to get quite a few speed increases with the metronome because of how short they are in a very short amount of time. Anyway, so maybe do that for the first day if you need to, and then the second or third day, you work on just half the ascending stuff by itself, the descending stuff by itself, and then piece it all together after you do that. Again, if you feel like you need it. It certainly would be helpful, especially if this is something new or really challenging. Breaking it down into smaller pieces is a great way to go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the magical 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this kind of stuff is very difficult to get going really fast with. So just want you to keep that in mind when you are working it up, because if you haven't worked on something like this before, it's gonna be difficult. Most likely. All right, any questions come up, let me know. I'll see you again in your new videos.